nobody popped out to her little booking, her little show. So she desperately using me to sell more tickets. Come on, Kev. Come on. That's like what we resort to. Yeah, alright. You couldn't get nobody to pop out for you at Malibu, so you gotta use me. You and your man couldn't bring in a crowd, so you gotta come on, Kev. That shit.
She say he's retarded. Come on now, that lady is evil and out to get me and my son. She's dissing her own grandchild on social media. I'm saying this to say, bro, don't get it messed up. Like, yeah, I love him, I'm riding for him, but I know his character traits, bro. I know his patterns, bro. Soon as we beef, he hurt our kid, and it's so evil. So I need y'all to just let him know.
Looks like Blueface just couldn't keep it together after finding out that Chrisean is expecting a baby with someone else. From behind bars, he's spiraling so hard that he reportedly broke things off and had his own father kick her out of the house they once shared. Just when we think their dramas hit rock bottom, they find a way to make the chaos louder. But y'all already know Chrisean isn't the silent type. She fired right back, accusing him of cheating too, which raises eyebrows because he's in prison. So who exactly is he creeping with behind those bars? Now, with Chrisean stepping into a new chapter with her new man, it's clear Blueface is not taking it well. It's a bit surprising, isn't it? Chrisean moving on while sporting Blueface's face tattooed right on her own. Getting his face permanently inked on her skin was definitely a bold statement, one that made it seem like she was all in on their relationship. But, plot twist, just when we thought she was locked in, she went public with her new man, Titan Newton, an NCAA athlete no less. And if that wasn't enough, to show just how serious she is about leaving Blueface behind, she even announced she's working on removing the tattoo from her face. Looks like she's ready for a clean slate, both literally and figuratively.
You would answer something?
Yeah, but it's messy.
What? Go ahead.
No, what happened?
Go ahead, be messy.
It's okay. It's okay.
You can
when
be a
is this
vascular gangster.
when is this going to be broadcasted? I was thinking about a cover up.
For your tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you that next. What are you going to do about that?
Huh?
I was going to ask you, what are you going to do about that tattoo on your face?
I'm taking my time with it. But I already kind of put things in place.
So you have an appointment. That's going to be a few sessions, probably.
No.
No? Just one?
Do you think you could get that? Can you get something like that on your face?
Don't do that. I believe in it. It's just corner to your belief.
Do you think you can get it
Is it
from
laser?
You don't want to do that? You want to
It's
do
like
that?
a whole year.
It will be a few sessions. I just
And
might
then
get a
I
whole
had
sleeve
this
to go.
thought in my head, I wouldn't probably remove it because it's part of me.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling. I ain't gonna lie. I
Like
be
it's
feeling
just a
like
picture.
that. I just be covering stuff up.
Yeah? You do cover stuff up?
Oh my! I had a face on me too.
Oh, you did?
I did. It's gone. It's
I had a
big
face on my neck. It was a rose.
sunflower
It's gone.
Yeah. I got it when I was 17. I used to just be doing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It really seems like Chrisean is serious about moving on from Blueface this time, doesn't it? But let's not forget, this isn't the first time she's declared she's done with him, only to circle back. These two are absolutely chaotic, always drawn to each other in a mess of their own making. In fact, it's not even her first attempt at dating someone else after supposedly ending things. Back in 2023, she had a brief fling with Lil Mayu, which sparked Blueface's jealousy. He couldn't resist tweeting, "The duo we didn't know we needed, y'all should make it official for real." To add fuel to the fire, Mayu and Chrisean even dropped a track where she took shots at Blueface, claiming in the lyrics, "F Blueface, I had to F a new bae." Looks like drama just follows them wherever they go. Chrisean's lyrics were something else, right? She straight up rapped, "Yeah, right. My boo, F what you say. I might put it in his face, 'cause he wanted taste, gave birth to my kid, but I hate his father. I used to F with blue, now I F with ones." Pretty bold, considering how things turned out. Just when we thought she was fully done with Blueface, the second he asked her to get back together, she wasted no time leaving Lil Mayu in the dust and running back to Blue. But here's where it gets even messier. According to Blueface, not only is Chrisean allegedly cheating on him with Titan, but she's also reportedly pregnant with his child. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, Chrisean's facing some serious backlash over all the drama surrounding her son, and it's clear the public's not letting her off easy. Chrisean Jr. and fans have been calling Chrisean out for being a bad mom, especially since she smoked and drank while pregnant. So the news of her being pregnant again is definitely raising eyebrows. But maybe she's learned from her past mistakes. Blueface's mom, Carissa, is actually happy Chrisean's moving on, considering she's never really liked her. Carissa's just relieved it might be over. Chrisean's got big plans for her future, saying the baby's going to be a cute-ass baby and talking like she's on top of her game. But while she's feeling confident, it's clear Blueface is far from happy about it. Even though he's been locked up for 8 months, he's still stirring up chaos. When he found out Chrisean was seeing someone new, he had his dad throw her stuff out of their home. Looks like he's not ready to let go just yet. Yeah, it's definitely petty on Blueface's part. He's not holding back, making sure everything's packed up and telling Chrisean it's time to go. But here's the kicker. He's still out here talking to other women while locked up. Just recently, he had the internet buzzing when he posted a video on his Instagram stories with a mystery woman who made some wild claims. According to her, she and Blueface go way back to 2015, and they didn't start dating until 5 years ago. The timeline's raising some eyebrows, though, because if that's true, it would mean he was seeing her at the same time he was involved with Chrisean and Jay Alexis. Talk about messy.
So, my name is Amani, and me and Blue been locked in since 2016, 17, and we met at work. We were shooting together, and we fell in love. No, no, but for real, like, we just kept looking at each other, kept making eye contact, and then we exchanged contacts, and we was chopping it up for a cool minute. And then I came over, chefed it up, made some steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus, ate it up, and of course I came with dessert that ate it up. And then, yeah, we took a bath, cleaned our stuff up, a bubble bath with bath bombs, you know. It was a 5-star setup. And then, yeah, let's see. Since then.
All right, so many questions here. First off, how is Blueface even getting his hands on a phone in jail? We know inmates somehow manage to smuggle contraband phones in all the time, but Blueface isn't exactly the type to keep a low profile. So, who got that phone to him? Did he bribe someone? Is there some secret prison influencer starter kit we don't know about? That part is definitely raising some eyebrows. But here's where things get even crazier. Honestly, it's wild. Even if he somehow got the phone in, why would Blueface be so messy to post a whole video like that, knowing it could raise some serious red flags for him in prison? But then again, we are talking about Blueface. He's the CEO of Chaos, the founding father of mess. Subtlety has never really been his thing. Fans are convinced this was no accident. He knew exactly what he was doing. With all that free time on his hands, of course, he's going to stir the pot a little, especially now that he can't spend his afternoons with Chrisean. Blueface is probably bored out of his mind in prison, so what else is there to do besides causing some drama, right? He can't keep getting tattoos all over his face, so why not stir things up with a little chaos on Instagram? Despite reportedly having a jailhouse wedding with Chrisean last year, he's now proudly posting another woman as his girlfriend. But the moment Chrisean starts matching his energy and moving on, suddenly he has a problem and starts throwing tantrums behind bars. He's clearly one of those guys who can dish it out but can't take it when the tables are turned. Even his mom, Carissa, is probably watching this and thinking, "Here we go again." Blueface defended his decision to kick Chrisean out, saying, "Now we have to respect her new man's family and their relationship. It's hard being a parent to adult children when you're this close in their life. And don't start with the jealousy talk or any of that weird stuff, because he asked us to do it respectfully. His dad packed everything nice and neat, so please don't even start. It's a new year, and he respects our new relationship. Y'all all need to go heal with us this year, 2025. Jonathin didn't tell his father to record the situation. His dad probably did it to cover himself in case anyone tried to say he was being weird or petty about throwing Chrisean's stuff out. But honestly, this isn't shocking at all. As we know, Carissa has never really liked Chrisean, and fans aren't exactly shedding tears over Chrisean and Blueface breaking up. Their relationship has been toxic for years, and adding a baby into the mix didn't make things any better. In fact, Blueface has been extra cold towards both Chrisean and their son. He even tried pressuring Chrisean to get rid of the baby, Jaden. Blueface's other baby mama tweeted, "Give me the 100,000, daddy. I'll do the procedure myself," in response to the pregnancy drama. Fans quickly called her out for being insensitive, but she fired back, defending herself by saying, "Never once has my baby daddy ever said he would try to take my kids because he never thought I was incapable of raising them. So what does that say about this dumb frog?" She also recalled a time when she was in the hospital with their daughter, Journey, saying, "I told him that since it might be a day or two before she arrives, I was induced medically due to health reasons. If he wanted to go home, chill, I would update him if I could, but he didn't. I appreciated him holding my leg, though. Thanks, baby daddy, it was a great birth." But despite that, they kept on with their shenanigans. What really had fans shocked, though, was how random all of this was. It wasn't too long ago that Chrisean went off on Jaden, calling her out for calling Blueface a deadbeat. The whole thing kicked off when Jaden threw shade at Chrisean for marrying Blueface, saying, "Who marries a ninja who don't call his kids or pay child support? Just give me my money." Jaden also opened up about how she felt betrayed by Blueface for choosing Chrisean over her, despite all the time she'd spent holding him down. She tweeted, "You weirdo, I'm the only one who ever had your back. I held you down, man. Y'all see this narcissist and manipulative guy. Tried to forgive, but never forgot. He never did right by me, and I'm overdue for happiness and love. I gave you every piece I ever had, and you could have had my last bite. It's okay, I get it. You can't man up. I understand. I wish nothing but the best, and please let me go." She added, "They only believed in you," Jaden continued, saying, "Because you had something to show for it. I worked 2 jobs and walked to work while he sat and sold grass at my mama's house. I walked to work to save $1 so he could sell a dime. I was dumb, my bad, y'all." But Chrisean quickly jumped in to defend Blueface, responding, "Jaden, I'm married because I took a risk on love. You're worried about why I married him, but I'm wondering why our kids haven't fully met. I understand you're feeling hurt and disappointed right now, and I truly empathize with what you're going through. I'm passing you this advice," Chrisean continued, saying, "Someone once told me when I was crashing out, you can't be confused if you don't call the kids. You're out here bragging online about how you don't pick up calls, telling the world F him while he's locked up. Plus, his mom Carissa is out here exploiting our babies for clout. Pick up the phone at a babysitter. Don't act like you haven't cut that lady off before. So why even bother with his mother when we both know she's only watching the kids? To hurt him and post weird stuff? I get it. Resentment will have you blind to why you're not calling to talk to your kids, but this isn't a camping trip." Chrisean went on, saying, "While I don't agree with abandonment or how things have unfolded with our children's father, I want you to know that you don't have to carry the weight of his decisions. Going back and forth about a man isn't me anymore, so if you're beefing with him, please leave me out of it. This beef we got is played out. When Blueface wrote that diss track for you towards me, that's where you messed up. Doing things out of spite doesn't work. Even when I made Mr. Take Your Beat, I directed every lyric to him, not you. But even that was," Chrisean continued, "lame on my end because doing things to people because it's been done to me doesn't really satisfy the spirit. Beefing with you is childish, and our kids are related. Back when I was 20, my brain wasn't fully developed, so leaving with anyone seemed funny, but this isn't funny anymore. It's weird." That's definitely surprising coming from Chrisean, considering everyone expected her to lash out big time after Jaden shaded her, but she didn't. Of course, Jaden wasn't going to let that slide, and replied to Chrisean's long message, saying, "Chrisean, I wouldn't read all that even if I was... It's frustrating when people try to make a name for themselves by attaching it to others, especially when they're constantly running their mouths, pretending to be unaware of the impact they have. It's like they can't get enough of being in the spotlight, even if it means dragging others down to keep the attention on them." Then there's Khan, who fired back at Jaden with harsh words, calling him out for being broke and desperate. In a sense, it was a reply that spoke volumes. It wasn't just talk, but raw truth. Jaden, meanwhile, can't seem to stop fixating on money and child support, as if it's the only thing that defines him. But let's be real. When you're booking shows at $7,000 a pop and still not covering expenses like hotels, food, and travel, things start to look shaky. And with the industry slowing down, it's clear that the bookings aren't coming in as quickly as they used to. The truth is, people aren't as eager to book you right now, and that says a lot about where things stand. It's exhausting to see. People crash and burn online, especially when it seems like a cry for attention or help that really doesn't need to be out there. And honestly, dragging me into this mess isn't going to help anyone. Zoo's offering a mere $20K for the reunion, and if your rent's close to $11K a month, or even less, that's not exactly going to stretch very far. Throw in the costs of living and running around, and those numbers just don't add up. If you've got your own money, why are you still complaining about child support? It doesn't make sense, especially when you've publicly said he's a good dad, and he helped put you on the map. So, which is it? It's crazy how things flipped so quickly. Just weeks ago, Crone was defending Blueface, and now look, everything's unraveling. It's honestly wild, but not shocking when it comes to these situations. And if she's pregnant now, well, that means she must have already been carrying Titan's baby while still involved with her baby daddy. That's a whole other level of messy, especially when she was so vocal about supporting him while dealing with someone else. But honestly, at this point, nothing surprises me. This entire saga is a train wreck of drama, and you've got to wonder what's next. Let me know your thoughts on all this chaos in the comments, and make sure to check out the next video for more on this never-ending story.